What's going on, everybody? My name's Kova, and today I'm going to be showing you how you can replicate these shots just like me. Welcome everybody to my first video. If you're trying to get into motovlogging or recording any sort of content, or maybe you just want to record some videos to post on your personal Instagram, I've got you covered. I am a former film and media major, and I have gathered this kind of little setup here from the past, I want to say like 3 years. Everything that I'm going to be using for this channel is in this bag or currently in this setup. You got the Insta360, the GoPro, some mics and whatnot, but I'll get into all that. So first off, let's open this bad boy up. This is a Nox backpack. I don't know the exact one, but I love it purely because it is like a suitcase style bag. And as you can see here, straight away you got all the essentials right in your face. Normally I don't fucking do this with gloves. I might actually take these off just to show this thing on the floor. Alright, so starting off on the left side, we got a bandana here and some underwear. Rainy day situation, sweaty situation. I normally wear a bandana base layer or a balaclava if it's super hot out. I do the same when I'm snowboarding. It just kind of wicks up any sort of sweat near your forehead and whatnot, keeps it out your eyes. Next up, power bank and Insta360 tool. This is just for the clamp for the Insta360 mount. If I ever have it on the handlebar or the rear of the bike to get some cool shots, I just use this to make sure it's extra tight. Power bank is self-explanatory. This is a really old one actually. This is probably from like 2018. It's the only thing in this whole kit that charges with micro USB, not USB-C. So it's pretty self-explanatory. USB ports, charge here, handy little thing. That's more like a rainy day situation. If I ever go out, more than likely everything's charged up. Moving down, as I said before, I got my underwear and this bad boy. This is just a little attachment that floats. So if I'm ever using the Insta360 near water, I like to strap it onto that. Completely eliminates the risk of losing it. And the best part is if it does come off, that will float. So it won't sink to the bottom of the ocean or the lake, whatever I'm doing. I'm great for wakeboarding and stuff on the back of a boat because things start to get pretty hectic in a lot of cases. Moving on here to the right side, we got the mic situation. What I've currently got in my helmet right now. This is the Holyland Lark M2. Great little thing. Comes with like necklaces, adapters for like old iPhones and the newest iPhones with USB-C and Lightning. Audio quality is massive, especially when riding on bikes or doing anything like sports related, because a lot of the time you have to be at a distance to get a shot, and then when you're far away, the camera's not going to pick up any sound. Great for vlogs, first person stuff. A lot of cameras, built-in mics, just they're not that great. GoPro especially. If you can look closely at this GoPro, it's actually smashed up. I'll give it to them. They're durable, but everything else, pretty subpar. Mate over here. Someone's fucking blasting music. Moving down the line, this is the case for the Insta360. Majority of my footage is shot on this, whether I've got the POV, dash cam, or front facing to see me in the shots. I love switching between the two. Depending on where I'm going, I'm going to be checking it on the back or the front. And if I don't feel like editing, I'm normally not going to put it on the back, purely because editing the number plate out or blurring the number plate is just a lot of effort. Next up, this is just a travel adapter. Pretty self-explanatory. You can change it to whatever you need. The only reason I have this is mainly because a lot of my stuff, sure, I can charge with a battery bank and a USB-C charger, but when it comes to a laptop, this is the only option. You just need a power plug. That's those two out the way. Next up, two journals. It's pretty hard to see. I've got slight engravings on here to tell the difference between the two. Then below that, in here, we've got a nifty little mount. I actually don't use this as much as I probably could, but it's actually super useful if I need like another POV shot. I just use my phone. A lot of phones come with MagSafe. I got this quad lock MagSafe. You're probably wondering why I don't actually have a MagSafe mount. I took it off because if your dampener doesn't work properly, it actually stuffs up your iPhone camera. But yeah, pretty self-explanatory. I can get another POV if need be, but yeah. Definitely a nice handy little tool. I just keep that tucked away right here. Behind that is the Insta360 stick. You might see in some of my other videos, I'll chuck a clamp in and have this run up the back to get that little GTA 5 POV. In this bad boy here, we've got a Snap wireless little kit. I like to chuck cables and adapters in here for my USB because chances are if I'm opening this, I'm doing editing. It's pretty good. This doubles as a battery bank as well. Definitely get my use out of that. Next up is tripod. Almost every creator is going to need a tripod at some point. There's not always going to be something that you can stick a mount to. So in cases like that, I've just got this little pop-out tripod. Super compact, super helpful, super useful. And honestly, you end up using it more or needing it more than you think, especially in like out in the middle of nowhere. Finally up top here, this is my, I guess my fourth and final camera for the time being. It's a little DJI Neo. Fuck, this is literally a no drone zone. I'll have to get that shot somewhere else. I got these little floaties on it as well. I always just assume, hey, even if it breaks, I might be able to get the SD card out of it. It's kind of like that final potential save. I'd rather be able to retrieve that and get the footage and have a fucked up drone than have it sink to the bottom of the ocean and never know. Again, got some adapters in here, some backup mics that I got from like Temu or something. Oh damn, everyone's pulling up. Well, that makes things a little awkward. I'll kind of speed run this part because the wind's picking up. Back to it. Moving on to the front here, I got some XM4s, I think they are, some headphones, super handy when editing, just connect them to my laptop, so I'll leave them out. My third and final power bank, this is more so because it's like ease of access in here and it holds the most amount of juice, so kind of just makes sense to me. I've also got a mouse in here to edit with, a laptop, which I won't pull out, but stores away nicely in this little side compartment. Sometimes I put folders and paper and stuff in there. What else? Got a few pens as well. Standard, need them to write in the little books that I have. I've also got chess. Incredible. Never know when you might get bored with a few friends. A pack of cards. Gold and bougie, just like me type shit. I think they were like $6 on Amazon. I don't even know. And the DJI gimbal. I don't actually remember what one this is, but I use this for like B-roll footage and still shots of the bike. Just really cool to get that super stabilized shot without having to worry about any shake or any like extra editing within a program. I think that's everything. So it goes without saying that if you want to recreate videos like this, you don't need all of the stuff that I've shown you. I've kind of collected everything here over the course of maybe 3 years. In reality, you only need one camera. You don't even really need good audio. You just need to start making stuff. I think that's the biggest thing people run into. They have all these cool ideas, but they want to get all the best of the best gear. Just start with your phone, start with any sort of camera you got, and just work your way up. That's the best kind of advice I can give. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next. This is actually my first video, so if you like what you see, you want to know more about me, or you want to know some sort of other tips, or you want to see something else in particular from me, let me know in the comments below and I'll start making more content. Also, be sure to follow me on every other social media, mainly TikTok and Instagram, at Covert and at co.vert. Covert was taken and I don't know what to tell you. Both will be linked down in the description. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.